Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Underrail with no fair fight in our defense build, Layer 1 and 2. These guys here are here because we got the Quicksilver quest. They're trying to stop us. We could throw a grenade, that would be the normal approach. However, that is ineffective because for one, it will not kill them, or most likely not kill them because we're very bad at throwing things. And secondly, it will activate the rats. And these rats are far more dangerous than these guys, because they have two very, very big rats with them. So what can we do? Well, of course, we go into stealth mode. Make sure that they do not see us. Find out at what distance they start seeing us. You can see that by the little eye rising. See that? Now it's no longer rising. Okay. So then we'll make a 3-layered defense, meaning we will do 3 layers of traps. You could do all the layers because you couldn't collect the traps after the fight anyway, so that's not the problem. However, I think 3 layers is more than enough. The enemy will come directly for us because they cannot see our traps at this point. Make sure that you make 3 layers of defense because the enemy might be able to get through to 1, 2 or even 3 layers if given the chance. Remember that you can step into your own traps, and that is as painful as the enemy that steps in, and your character will not necessarily avoid that fate. With that being said, it depends on the ranged capabilities of your enemies if they will try to close in. Of course, the guy with the hammer will close in, and of course, the guy with the pistol will close in. The guy with the submachine gun has a range a little bit more, I think, depends on the pistol, than the pistol has, but still, if this guy's got no sniper rifles, this is a valid build. The only reason I'm only doing 3 layers of traps is very, very simple. That is because I do not want to collect traps for the rest of the day. With that being said, we go into combat mode, we get our gun, and we don't talk to them because talking is for losers. We just fire and retreat. Remember to have a good distance between you and them. Okay. This guy is wounded, which is nice with us. Oh, we should do special shots, of course. So, he is not at optimal range, but oh crap, he's doing a lot of damage with his gun. Maybe we should get a little bit further back. Oh crap, we're really bad at shooting today. Okay, if this guy hits us one more time, we're dead. I think we should take a stimpack, just in case, you know. Good question, good question. Well, we've got hitting chances, they've got hitting chances, and he's dead. We still get the experience, though. It would be a lot easier if this guy would just, you know, step into one of our traps. But it doesn't seem like he's going to do us that favor. Remember, we want to keep our distance. He has a good gun, you have to give him that, because obviously he is better at the range than we are. The important part is that that we do not activate the rats, the big rats. Oh crap. Okay, let's very, very carefully collect all the traps. This was not necessarily clever, and you get no experience for reviving or for retrieving your own traps. You get experience for getting the traps of others, but not your own. Please keep that in mind. You can hear by the sound of the gun, if it's a high caliber gun or low caliber gun, the louder, the more high caliber it is. and it will attract more enemies. So if the guys would have fired a little bit closer up there, we would have our hands full with all the evil, what are they called? Rat hounds. Okay, this is the only one left. Okay. So we used up a little bit too many traps, and of course we're lucky that they wouldn't use any kind of, what is it called? They didn't use any kind of healing potions or hyposprays. Yeah, it's not healing potions. Let's put the heavy stuff in here for the moment. We'll get it later, no problem. Stuff stays there, nobody's stealing our turf. These things are really heavy. You can see up here how the weight goes down just by dropping the fures. So let's unload the weapon. Come on, unload. And we use the machine gun because that's a good weapon. So submachine gun. This is a high caliber weapon. Look at the damage potential. It's 20 action points. What caliber does it use? Like a 7.6 millimeters. Do we have ammunition of that type? We should have, because he normally has ammunition of that type. Let's sort that. Yes, actually we have a lot of ammunition this time, which is nice. Be really careful not to run into the rats because they're dangerous like hell. So this is beautiful because this is a place where we can lockpick, and lockpick is always good because that is basically free experience, and it might even be the level up we're looking for, and it is. And this will provide us with something very, very important. One more point, we'll put it into perception for a good reason. We'll increase our dodge, our hacking, pickpocketing, and traps. Remember, Psi abilities come later. Most important ability is the quick tinkering, which allows us to make traps in combat, which is absolutely adorably beautiful. Okay, that is okay, everything's fine. So this is where the cameras were destroyed. You remember? We got to the old guy. Camera has been removed from mount and violently judging broken off to bits on the floor. So someone is deliberately destroying that. Okay, so this looks dangerous. Okay, that's better be safe than sorry. Yeah, there is one evildoer. So let's use our new ability, shall we? Place one here. Shoot the guy real hard. Oh, we missed. That's how life is. He's a close combat specialist, so there is nothing this guy can do. Yeah, we could, you know, just burst him dead. And thank you for your cooperation, sir. That did cost us, of course, a trap, which we don't have unlimited supplies of, but still we're okay. And we got a lot of experience, so we're not complaining. This is okay. I wonder what he was doing here and why there is this place in the first place. Remember the rule, after each fight we do what? Yes, we reload our weapons. You do not want to be in a battle with your pants down. We still have no shoes, by the way, which is terrifying, because we at least should have some shoes. Lockpicking, that is beautiful. You say, Boris, you're wasting lockpicks. No, I'm not. I'm not. You can buy lockpicks very, very cheap. That is absolutely no thing. And you get experience for that. And it's not bad experience. Think that you have to put yourself into lethal danger just to get some experience. We could go stealthed around. Oh, there is blood. Okay, yeah, let's try. Let's try to get into stealth mode. So we didn't kill that thing, obviously. The problem is when we're stealthed and we're noticed, or we don't notice someone else in time, and we are put out of stealth by that person, we're in big trouble. So we better be very, very careful. Because I do not believe that we're alone down here. The dead red tells another story. So we're moving inch by an inch, basically. Yeah, there is someone. But we're okay because we can see him now. That means okay, there is one guy. So we go here. We go out of stealth. We get this on the road. We could make one little shot at him and still have action points. It's a bit risky though, because we'll still need enough action points to place our trap, of course. And we must make absolutely sure, yeah, that he's going the right way, otherwise we're dead. Okay, let's not use the high caliber gun because that would be too loud. Thank you. Remember always, silence is king. We're wounded. I just noticed that we're wounded, but we're wounded in the battle before, so that's okay. Let's bandage ourselves up. Thank you. And we could go up there, but it is not yet time. Oh, crap. Not sure what kind of weapon he's using, but you can be sure that it's not the nice type. So again, we're just placing a trap here and then moving up. They've always tried to go for the direct line, which of course is good. The only problem is he just called for help, which is not what we want. Ah, crap, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. That was outright stupid because I clicked the wrong button. Okay. Funny thing is that he actually got ammunition. Even so, he's not using a gun. Give me a second. Sorry, I have to take some water in. It's really early in the morning. Only way for me to give you this recordings. So, let's go to stealth again and look around the corner. The problem is I'm absolutely sure that there is more of them. But they're normally behind... Oh, there is one. I'm not sure what kind of weapon he's using. But let's decloak. Let's put a weapon here. So this is basically a layer of defense 1, not being seen in the first place. Ow. Ow, this is bad. Because he did hit us pretty badly. Okay, let's heal ourselves up. Burst this guy to smithereens. And make a run for it. Okay, we have to get away. As long as we can. And lure him into our little trap again. Quick tinkering. It's not so much the fact that the trap is holding him in place because he's using a pistol. So that's not the first thing anyway. The important thing is that he is unable to move and that he gets a lot of damage. And there he goes down. Okay, that was not so professional as I hoped it would be, but little how do they tell it? Excitement doesn't hurt, does it? Of course, I forgot rule number 1, and rule number 1 is always replenish your weapons. And check their status, because, as we all know, the status gets too low. If the durability gets too low, we're in trouble. We open all the doors simply because there might be a situation where we need our doors open. Stairs up, so far so good. Always check your surroundings with the tap, because that shows everything that is there. A hidden door, interesting. We get a 130 extra experience, and we found a doctor's porch. Some stuff that we can sell. Yeah, let's not be ungrateful. That is okay stuff. But we cannot get through here in the beginning. That door is reserved for later in the game. So, but we did okay. We did okay. Killed a couple of enemies. Got some extra experience. Got some extra gear. You see, it says 10 action points. But we only pay... You might have noticed. Or here it says 20 action points, but we pay 18. That is because of our dexterity. The higher the dexterity, the more we gain. Oh crap, now we're really overloaded. But that's not a problem because we're so close to base. Now you could keep the pelts or the fures for yourself if you're into crafting. Coin. A lot of coin. So the problem is, how do we get that coin? Theoretically speaking, you could sell all the fuels, but that's not that easy because it's not like any other RPG. Nobody sells 10 millions of fuels, because what should they do with them? There's certain traders who buy more fuels than others. There's some who buy no fuels. And they always have a limit of what they pay or what they are willing to buy. With that being said, this game is so full of detail. It is the best role-playing game I know of. And yes, I have played Baldur's Gate, like a lot. And yes, I have played Fallout 1, a lot. This game, in my personal opinion, is better. The crafting system is better. The others don't even have a crafting system that can be compared to this. The combat system is better. Yes, I know Baldur's Gate have the D&D ground construct, and this is all made up by yourself. By themselves. They made this system up by themselves. This is hilariously good. We have to buy some bear traps, by the way, because we're running low on them. And you say the graphics are old. No, the graphics are good. It is as good as it needs to be. If you want good graphics, open the window, look outside. Graphics are good. This graphics tell you all you need to know, and in a wonderful style. That it is a pleasure to look at. So, let's see. He's buying guns, which is good, and he's buying armor. At least that is good. We can also sell these materials because we've got no use for them. This increases agility by 1. This increases stealth by 15. I'm tempted. We can sell the shotgun ammunition as well. Okay. This has mechanical resistance, but of course agility will result into more action points. When you look at it, at the moment we have action points 35, movement points 9. If we exchange that for the new type, it's movement points 12. And agility also affects our dodge and evasion skills. This is based on agility, it goes higher. Stealth, by the way, let's have a look at stealth. Stealth is 42 with the other armor. It's 55. So yeah, the stealth is a little bit better, but the dodge is worse. And it is lighter armor, to tell you what, we're going for that. Okay, we want to sell you the guns. Because there is no reason to use the same caliber in pistols that we have at submachine guns. Because we'll always prefer the submachine gun. Okay, that is not a lot of coin, to put it mildly. We could buy some additional ammunition, but I'm reluctant to, because theoretically we should find all the ammunition we need. We could buy a repair kit, but I'm still hoping that we can find the repair kit before this stuff breaks down. So let's trade that. He's not buying hammers, though. That is a little bit disappointing, isn't it? Well, as I mentioned, he doesn't buy everything all the time. So sometimes you have to wait a bit and come back later. That, by the way, is the same reason. Let's go to... I think they buy pelts. That is the same why you try to get to as many traders in the game as possible. So later on you will have basically a network where you can go. Different places that you can reach easily by boat or by train or by foot, that will allow you to get to more traders to sell more stuff, because there's really expensive stuff in this game. If you try to buy yourself your own little jet ski, and it should not be a crap jet ski, then be prepared. Oh, he's just buying fungi, oh boy. See if this guy buys anything. I hope he will. Oh, look at that. We have 2 grenades. Let's stack them. Because the only thing that is better than 1 grenade is a lot of grenades. 3 stacks of poison. This is actually quite useful later on. I never use that a lot because I normally don't get poisoned if I play my cards right. But you know, sometimes things are going bad. So, he's buying pelts. But he's only buying 3 rawhide leathers, so we should try to sell him the most expensive ones first. We can sell him the shock bolts, and these bolts, and these bolts, and these bolts. Oh, he's only buying a certain amount. Okay, let's. I think it's he only buys 5 special bolts, so that's where we are. He's buying organs, though. a lot. How many hearts? 5 organs. So let's split that up as well. Well, that is all he buys anyway. Can give him the gasoline. He's not buying anything. Oh, he's buying the blueprints for leather and that. We're not into crafting anyway, so we can sell that. And he's buying some more fures. Always look for the value and try to sell the highest first. Okay, is he selling anything? We could buy the Molotov cocktails, but let's be honest, that's not making much of a difference. We're still overloaded, but not as badly as before. And yes, if you don't go for crafting, you know, just out with the stuff. There's nothing you can do with it. And do not go for crafting if you do not specialize in it, because with very little crafting skill there's not a lot you can build, because what you build depends on the quality of your items. And yes, in the beginning you might be able to craft your own bullets because you find low level steel, but later on you will not find low level steel, and then you're in big trouble because you invested or carrying a lot of stuff that you cannot use to any effect. Nobody is selling traps. That is a problem. I'm not saying it's a big problem, but it's a problem nonetheless. I'm not sure Quicksilver's still there. I don't think he is. Let's go to the cantina. If he's still there, he might be buy some stuff, but I think when you take the quest, he's off. Yeah, he's no longer there, but maybe we can trade something here. Well, they were just asking for people. And she's selling food. Increased detection by 15. That is useful. Strength by 1. Consumed reduces strength by 1 and reduces all mechanical damage. Reduces perception. Yeah, we can sell that because we're never going to use that. We can sell this. How much food is he buying? 4 foodstuffs. Dexterity by 1 is quite useful, to be honest. This is canned food. Reduces bio damage. And I want to keep the others, actually. Although this is pretty heavy. Yeah, well, it's 21, so I'm not complaining. There's still 2 more traders then we can look up. Maybe we buy some traps from the old man. That might still work. There is a lot more people that we can kill. I don't think that our lockpicking, our pickpocketing skill is high enough to really do something. Remember, movement points is the key to success. Let's see if we can steal from this guy. I don't think we can because they're too high in level. I mean, he's wearing metal armor and stuff. Oh, we can actually. Remember, ammunition, theoretically speaking, is a useful thing. Oh, the traders are gone. Okay, so some traders are switching positions from time to time. Oh, by the way, if you take other people's ammunition, yes, they will not use it in a fight. So if you know you will use or fight someone, increases carrying capacity by 30. That is impressive. Shock steel. We could steal the ammunition. The coin we cannot steal. We can steal the 5mm standard rounds or this one here. I say we steal this one. Remember that they will... Oh, we can look into the barrel for free. Okay. They're not trading, right? We don't want to get to the junkyard yet. We could and try to sell off our stuff there, but that will cost us money, and we are not exactly swimming in coin at the moment. I would suggest that you put your stuff into your private quarters that you cannot sell, and next time you come to the underground, just go to your quarters and try to sell more, because every coin counts. Now you say, Boris, you could theoretically fight cheaper if you were just using psi abilities and your normal regeneration, because they don't cost you. And you would be right to some point, because it doesn't really work like that, because you run dry in combat when unbelievably fast. Yes, you can do some damage with psi abilities and even great damage with psi abilities, but trust me, you will run out of psi abilities really fast. So I would not recommend that. So he's buying traps. We could sell him that, but we actually don't want to sell him our mines because they're pretty good. What we want is, we want the bear trap, and we want to trap his belt. That is expensive though, but it's worth it. How many lockpicks do we have? You know what, we'll take the lockpicks as well. Oh, and we could take the fishing rod and do some fishing. But not now. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We get another utility belt slot, which is beautiful. You can craft your own bear traps. That is not that hard. The problem is not the bear trap. The problem is that the difficulty arises with the material, and the higher you get in level, the harder the higher the difficulty level gets. And that is the real problem. Oh, excuse me. Yes, my chair is very, very squeaky. Comes with the territory chair. Not as old as me, but old. Right, this is not... Where is my quarters? Okay, my quarters are here. Remember the camera is here, so if you try to break in one of the rooms, you might find yourself in big trouble. So we put everything there that we do not need at this point. Like armor, like stuff that we cannot sell. And next time we come here, we go first to the traders, see what they can buy, and then we'll sell whatever we can. And we can make some selling. It would actually make more sense to bring it down to the docks and put it all in the selling point there. That's a good point. We put it in the barrel near the docks. It doesn't feel as personal, but from the logistic point of view, it makes more sense. Now we could go to the junkyard, but we have so little coin that we can barely pay for the transport. And if we do, we'll not have enough money left to buy anything useful. And by the way, what are we expecting to buy? Tabby boot, my hands on. But that's about it. Besides tabby boots, there is nothing we really need. Remember, dogs are very, very good at sniffing you out. So if you are sneaking around, there are dogs nearby, careful. They try to bump you out. And they will. With ease. 11 hearts. I mean, the hearts alone weigh a ton. Look at this. 23 kilos just for the hammer. So as you can see, we're getting pretty good at the weight thing. Everything you're not using is dead weight. Mushrooms, parts, silences, all that crap. Out with it. Immobilizing, it only works if the enemy doesn't have sufficient strength and if you're good enough at throwing. So, yeah, be aware that that might not be the answer you're looking for. So, we'll keep the antidote. We're not keeping the raw meat. Remember that other things can also weigh a ton if you've got enough of them. I mean, this is just... But later on you will have hundreds of these hypos. And yeah, that might become a problem at some point. High grenades, useful against heavily armored targets. Yeah, might be. Because there's some enemies in the game that are heavily armored. Well, actually a lot. We're not using 12mm rounds, so we can drop them. And we're not using 8mm rounds, so we can drop them as well. And this is all weight. This is all weight. So only carry what you need to carry. We don't need this at this point, so we can drop them as well. Same goes for these. They will be important later on, but not at this point. This is 5mm special rounds. There are very many different types of ammunition. And I hope they're not stealing my stuff. I hope for you, you're guarding your sentries, you guard your stuff. Theoretically speaking, of course, you can have all the ammunition, all the types. You know, you have the anti-armor, the flechette ammunition. You can have all the wild stuff with you, but this is all weight. You cannot have all the necessary parts in your backpack. The anti-shark spray and all that stuff. You cannot. You have to cut corners. Oh, look at that. She's got an XM. Extended magazine. Interesting. Can I talk to you? No, it's just a normal sentry. The people are moving around, and you cannot steal from them unless they're standing. Let's have a look if there is anything that we can steal here. There's shelves, but they're protected, and he's coming back on a regular basis, so it would be foolish to try to interact with him. So let's try to see if this guy has something with him. He's got a sniper rifle, so we have high caliber ammunition. Yes, 12.7 rounds. We're more interested in the smaller calibers because our submachine guns normally use 5mm. There's some with higher calibers, yes. And by the way, ammunition is quite good when it comes to coinage. Let's look at the quest line. I mean, we have investigated what's going on, but I'm pretty sure it's not enough yet. Well, he will need proof. He will need more information before he acts. And we might have to be a little bit more careful. Harland? About your camera problem. I found the entrance leading to a small cave just where the cameras were located. I found a man, but the cave itself is usually dark, so I couldn't explore as much as I liked. Certainly I found a lot of electrobit gobids on him. Yes, I knew it. Maybe there's more of them and that's where they're gathering. The cave. I don't like it a bit. You say you couldn't discover anything else? No. Too bad. I think there's something more to that cave that meets the eye. In that case, we're gonna need a different pair of eyes. Bots, to be exact. Listen to this. I'd like to go back to Harold, see if it's a Keen Explorer for us. Sometimes he can be remote controlled with cameras. I leave a suspicious dark hole like unchecked. It'd be a coveted recover and a security risk. On the job. Yeah, we'll do that. It's a side quest. Side quests are good. Side quests are experience. By the way, there is a really good trade door that I cannot open because I don't yet have an appointment. You can get a trader that sells really good stuff. And by the way, shouldn't we have found something in the cave? I mean, we haven't made light. My mistake. Okay, but let's go to engineering and cyber labs and talk to the guy. Avoid the rat hounds at all costs in this area. So, Harold needs a bot that can explore pitch black cave. I found out he needs a remote controlled and have a camera. Right, so the RC bot can navigate difficult terrain. He starts looking around the top. Has some camera, has found some kind of illumination, and the eyes falls about the dismantled robots underneath the table. A mini-bot explorer. Perhaps I could use a little fellow over here, mount a headlight, install a camera, and then yes, could work indeed. Missing some power cores, this mini-bots use rather specific was no task. I put some together, but it might take a while. When it's going to be ready. Can't tell exactly. You go other things. I'll start working straight away. I mail you when I'm done, and I'll have something in Sporo to Holland. Tell him he owns me a mushroom brew for this. I'm off then. And we gained an XP. It's only 50, but it's good. 50 is good. Everything is good. Oh wait, we can steal from the guy, can we? Maybe he's got something good with him. Oh, and yes, the hunt is red because we steal the coin. Sometimes you can even steal stuff that is on the table. It's very sad that you're not getting any experience for stealing. That would be even better. Goran. And he's eating hardcore chips and watching television. We could steal the chips. So we do. He's this man thing going on. I mean, he's just eating his chips and watching television. Like, women won't do that ever. Oh, you've got nothing? You're poor. Oh boy. How can you be poor? Ezra. Insufficient skill, you're kidding me. Well, he's a psychic, so yeah, kind of understandable. Man, your poorness is sucking. Okay. Good if we can steal some more 5mm ammunition, because yeah, we're short on that one. And I really think if I go down that cave and maybe throw in a light, maybe I see something, because my perception is pretty high. We've got perception 10. Extra stuff if you have high perception. And there is a lot of extra stuff, there is a lot of extra hitting chance if you've got high perception. 100 rounds. Holy cannoli. Are you preparing for war, my friends? .12mm. Okay, so he's a sniper. And that is another sniper. They've got a lot of snipers here. We'll steal the ammunition and later on we'll either use it ourselves or we'll simply trade it. Roman, have you made any progress? Because there was a cave-in. And due to that cave-in, the earthquake, they have problems here. Lockpicking 30. I'm not sure we have that kind of lockpicking skill, but we'll find out. Okay, well, we got 50 XP just for opening that, so we're okay. Another lockpicking. I should not have used the key. That was my mistake. I just lost 50 experience. It's Tabby Boots. Won't you believe it? Dodge and evasion by 13%. Movement points by 11. Movement speed by 11. This is not the best Tabby Boots there is, but it's totally fine with me. This is great. This is fantastic. Oh, wait. I can steal from you, Mr. 320 health point guard. 100 rounds. Man, these guys are all up for war, are they? I think we cannot steal from Bison because he is far too powerful for that. Yeah. But still, we're fine. The bodies of the murdered are still on the ground, as they should be. Feel real, feel interesting. This cave here. See, I've never thought of that, but we can actually try to make some light with our light sticks. Because he's right, there must be more to this stuff, but still I find this very interesting. And I'm willing to use up one of my light sticks. But there is nothing here. Well, at least not for the moment. But we're not done here. We can still go and kill more people. And we're now even faster thanks to our new Tabby Boots. Which is beautiful. And we've got the agility armor on, so we've got even more. In the end, this build should have over 60 movement points. At the moment, we're looking at... where is my combat tablet? Here. At the moment, we're looking at a dodge and evasion of 64. And we're level 4. And we have movement points of 53. So we're really, really, really fast. Yes, our Psy abilities suck, but that's no wonder. We're not built for Psy in the first place. We just use Psy for defensive measure. So, next time we'll explore a little bit more dangerous area. And, well, I hope you join me. Until then, bye.